Good morning, America. For our viewers in the West, a possible break in the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie, new outrage over the Epstein files, and a thrilling finish at the Daytona 500. The winner joined us live. A possible break in the case in the search for Nancy Guthrie. As the investigation begins the third week, FBI testing a DNA sample found on a glove near her home. How it compares to the glove seen in the 84-year-old's doorbell camera. This morning, the next step for investigators.
It is never too late to do the right thing.
As the Guthrie family clings to hope.
Justice Department on the defense, saying no more Epstein files will be released. The outrage from lawmakers on both sides of the aisle over the DOJ's letter to Congress, as questions grow over if prominent people are being protected, while some victims' identities were revealed. Former President Obama responds to President Trump's post of a racist video of Obama and his wife, Michelle.
I think it's important to recognize that the majority of the American people find this behavior deeply troubling.
The reaction this morning.
High-stakes school shooting trial. Prosecutors expected to argue the suspect's father gave his teenager the murder weapon, a semi-automatic rifle, as a Christmas gift, and the warning he may have received about his son. Strong storm threats in the West. Flash flood and evacuation warnings for the California coast. Ginger is tracking it all.
All stars shining on the ice and snow, from backflips to crossing the finish line backwards. A thrilling comeback, the magical lifts, and 5 fantastic goals. We're there live. Plus, we're speeding into Monday with the Daytona 500 winner.
Tyler Reddick comes to the line. Wow. A shower of sparks behind him.
Tyler Reddick coming out on top, celebrating with the GOAT. And fresh off his huge win, he joins us live on GMA. Live from ABC News headquarters in New York City, it's Monday. Good morning, America. Good morning, America. Tyler Reddick, extremely excited after winning the Daytona 500, as we all would be. Thank you for joining us on this Monday morning.
Yeah, we're coming in hot, just like Tyler. It is a busy Monday morning. Happy President's Day. Ginger is standing by, tracking the strong storm threats in the West.
And also ahead, Gio is standing by, tracking the potential impacts of that partial government shutdown and what it could mean for your spring break travel.
But we begin with major developments in the search for Nancy Guthrie. The FBI saying they recovered the DNA of an unknown male from a glove found not far from her home. As Savannah Guthrie releases a new video. Chief Investigative Correspondent Aaron Katersky is in Tucson with the latest for us. Good morning, Aaron.
Good morning, Michael. The third week of the search for Nancy Guthrie begins with hope that DNA found on a thin glove may provide the break that investigators have been waiting for, as Savannah Guthrie posts a new emotional direct appeal for her mother's return.
I just wanted to come on and say that we still have hope, and we still believe. And I wanted to say to whoever has her or knows where she is that it's never too late. And you're not lost or alone. And it is never too late to do the right thing.
Savannah Guthrie posting a direct message to her mother's captor.
And we are here. We believe. And we believe in the essential goodness of every human being. And it's never too late.
The FBI is now testing DNA lifted from a glove discovered in the brush beside a road about 2 miles from Nancy Guthrie's house. It's one of 16 gloves the FBI says were found in roadside searches. The New York Post took pictures of investigators retrieving one of them. Most of the gloves belonged to the investigators and were discarded in various areas. But the FBI says the glove containing DNA appears similar to the ones worn by the man seen here, tampering with Nancy Guthrie's doorbell camera.
Yeah, we've gotten DNA back, and that's why I say Well, they already have the genetic markers of those that we think had access to the home, rightfully so.
The FBI says the DNA was left by an unknown man. They're comparing it to samples found at the home and in national databases. While nobody has been ruled out, law enforcement sources tell ABC News investigators do not believe Nancy Guthrie's relatives are suspects. They're also leaning away from 2 men detained for questioning last week and then released. A delivery man was stopped 50 miles south of Tucson while his home was searched. A second man was stopped near where Nancy Guthrie lives while his home was searched 2 miles away, police towing his Range Rover. They're casting a wide net and looking for any clue that could help solve the mystery of what happened to Savannah Guthrie's mother. You heard her say, Michael, the family is not giving up hope. The sheriff told us the 400 cops who are working 24/7 are not giving up hope either. The FBI could have something back on the glove DNA as soon as today.
Yeah, and you all the support they can get. You're right about that, Aaron. We know they're doing everything they can to find Nancy Guthrie. Thank you so much for that. And let's bring in ABC News contributor and retired FBI agent Brad Garrett. And Brad, thank you for joining us this morning. And we saw Savannah Guthrie released a new video overnight. What did you make of her message?
Well, Michael, one of the real keys in any of these cases where somebody has not been recovered is you always want to build hope and humanize the person that's missing. So for Savannah to do that, if her mother is still out there to be found alive, you're trying to humanize with the kidnappers. Now that's not an easy thing to do if somebody's up to kidnapping someone, but it never hurts to put that into the mix.
And we've heard about the glove. So a question is, how long should it take for investigators to learn if the DNA found on the glove matches someone in the database?
No, it shouldn't take any time at all. Of course, the problem is the database is primarily made up of convicted felons. And so as a result, you've got about 22 million plus folks in CODIS. I'm sure they have run it against that. So if this individual that's seen in the video doesn't have any prior felony convictions, he may not be in there.
Now, are investigators any closer to knowing whether the ransom emails are connected to the abduction or if they're fake?
I don't know the answer to that. I do. It strikes me as odd, working a number of kidnapping cases, that you would have what appears to be a lone actor, in my view, analyzing the guy at the front door of Nancy's house, versus the email folks who basically didn't set up any way for Savannah directly to communicate with them. They didn't go to her. They went to the media. They wanted a lot of money, and they never provided proof of life. So I guess I'll be surprised if they're connected, but obviously we won't know till we get to the end.
Yeah, you're right. It is very odd. The search is entering its 3rd week. You've been involved in cases like this before. Where does the investigation go from here?
You keep doing everything you have been doing, and as new leads come, I mean, you've seen it play out. You talked about it in the earlier opening about stopping a guy with a vehicle, searching it, searching a residence. You know, that's all driven by tips. And the issue is the tipster may give you particular pieces of information that would maybe suggest that this is your bad guy, or this person may know where Nancy might be. And so many of them don't go anywhere, just like those two. That didn't surprise me. I've been up that road multiple times, but you keep at it. And as you get new pieces of information, like if they can get lucky with this DNA, then they may have some other avenues. You can go to genetic genealogy if you can find some of these private databases to allow law enforcement access and run it that way.
Well, Brad Garrett, thank you as always for your expertise and insight. We appreciate you. Thank you. Rebecca?
All right, Michael, thank you. And like Savannah said, it's never too late to do the right thing. We're going to turn now to the California coast, which is bracing for the heavy thunderstorms that could lead to flash flooding. And Ginger, you're tracking all that for us. Good morning, Ginger.
Yes, good morning. There are evacuation warnings in place right now for several of the burn scars around Los Angeles. So it's not just LA, but from Long Beach up to Santa Barbara, we've got some flood watch in place. It's not just rain, though, and thunderstorms. It's about the wind. Some of the gusts close to the valleys will be up to 55. Some of the higher peaks up to 80 miles per hour. But you see how the warnings go all all the way into the Rockies and beyond. This is going to be a wide-ranging storm. So let's start with this part, the flood watch part of it. Today's the heaviest rain. It's going to come through in kind of a squall, especially late morning. We time it out here. But again, winds could gust 50 to 70 miles per hour. You could even see a tornado in there. Flash flooding and debris flow, mudslides, one of the big concerns. They've got some roads preventatively closed. Just through Tuesday, look at some of the heaviest rain, 2 to 4 inches in that orange. Highest elevations in the Sierra Nevada will get feet of snow, Mary.
The wild weather continues, Ginger, thank you. And now to the widening fallout from the release of the Epstein files. The Department of Justice informing Congress they won't be releasing any more documents as some Democratic and Republican lawmakers blast the administration. Jay O'Brien is in Washington with the latest. Hey, Jay, good morning.
Good morning, Mary. The DOJ now defending its decision and its release of the Epstein files, saying all documents that were required to be released now have been, and no more are coming out.
This morning, facing bipartisan backlash, the Department of Justice sending a letter to Congress defending its handling of the release of more than 3 million pages of files tied to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. In a letter it was legally required to send, the DOJ listing more than 300 high-profile names that appear in the files. It includes some people who've been dead for decades and is not evidence of any wrongdoing. Some have no known association with Epstein, like Elvis. And the DOJ arguing the millions of pages the department withheld and the heavy redactions in the records it released were to comply with privacy protections in the law, writing no records were withheld or redacted on the basis of embarrassment, reputational harm, or political sensitivity. Some lawmakers not buying it.
This is a massive cover-up being led by the White House and the DOJ.
Even several Republicans arguing the DOJ did withhold files or redact information the new Epstein Files Transparency Act explicitly says must be made public. Republican Congresswoman Nancy Mace writing the excuses provided for not releasing all the files will not hold up in a court of law. This isn't going away until people go to jail.
40 minutes of me catching you red-handed.
And lawmakers directly criticizing the Attorney General, saying she ducked questions last week on why the names of some high-profile men were blacked out in the files while some victims' identities were revealed.
She wasn't confident enough to engage in anything but name-calling in a hearing. And so, no, I don't have confidence in her.
Meantime, in Hollywood, high-profile sports and talent agent Casey Wasserman announced he's now selling his agency after the DOJ files revealed he exchanged emails with Epstein's now convicted co-conspirator Ghislaine Maxwell in 2003, years before Epstein first pleaded guilty to sex crimes. In an email to his staff, Wasserman said he had, quote, limited interactions with Epstein and Maxwell, but said he now believes he's become a distraction to the company's work. And he said he's devoting his full attention to his other role as chairman of the 2028 Los Angeles Olympic Games. Michael.
All right, Jay, the fallout seems to be far from over. Thank you so much for that. And we're going to turn now to former President Obama breaking his silence on that racist video posted on President Trump's social media account, the one depicting the Obamas as apes. Senior political correspondent Rachel Scott is at the White House. Good morning, Rachel.
Hey, Michael, good morning to you. Yeah, just days after President Trump posted that blatantly racist video, former President Barack Obama is now breaking his silence, responding with some fierce criticism of his own. This morning, former President Barack Obama breaking his silence after President Trump's blatantly racist post earlier this month depicting him and the former First Lady Michelle Obama as apes.
I think it's important to recognize that the majority of the American people find this behavior deeply troubling.
Obama over the weekend calling the Trump administration shameless, saying they don't respect the presidency.
There's this sort of clown show that's happening in social media and on television. And what is true is that there doesn't seem to be any shame about this among people who used to feel like you had to have some sort of decorum and a sense of propriety and respect for the office, right? So that's been lost.
Obama's reaction coming more than a week after both Republicans and Democrats condemned that post. The White House initially defended it, calling it fake outrage. But the criticism only grew. Senator Tim Scott of South Carolina, the Senate's only black Republican, calling the president's post the most racist thing I've seen out of this White House. Senator Roger Wicker of Mississippi writing, "This is totally unacceptable." The president later deleted the post 12 hours later. The administration later telling ABC News a White House staffer erroneously made the post. And then on Thursday, a week after that video was posted, President Trump telling reporters he had not disciplined the staffer. And despite lawmakers on both sides calling on the president to apologize, the president refusing.
No, I didn't make a mistake.
So Obama says this is all a distraction. He said that both he and the former First Lady still travel the country and that they still believe in kindness, decency, and courtesy, Rebecca.
All right, well said. Rachel, thank you. We're going to turn now to Team USA at the Olympics. The U.S. men's hockey team advancing to the quarterfinals. And Janae Norman is live in Bormio, Italy. Good morning, Janae.
Hey, Rebecca, good morning to you. Saturday was the last day that Team USA medaled. Jason Stoles, he got his second gold in speed skating, and Jalen Koff and Elizabeth Lemley, they took home silver and bronze in dual moguls, but no medals for Team USA yesterday or so far today as the second week of the Winter Games is underway. Overnight, the USA's Austin Matthews scoring 2 goals to lead his team to a 5-1 victory over Germany. Team USA now advancing to the quarterfinals of men's hockey. 30-year-old Michaela Schifrin saw her medal chances slip away in the women's giant slalom. American Nick Page with a rocky run against Japan's Ikuma Horishima, who had the wildest ride of the Olympics, barely holding on during the dual moguls, doing a backflip and crossing the finish line backwards, going on to win the silver. Team USA's Danny O'Shea and Ellie Kam had the crowd on their feet in the short program for the pair's figure skating. The duo entering the medal round today in 7th, and it was a thrilling comeback for Team USA. The women's curling team stealing the win against China, who missed their final attempt to knock a U.S. stone out of the button.
I haven't done it once. You can off.
But what is usually one of the calmest of sports also had tempers flaring.
I'll show you a video after the game.
How about you walking around on my peel on the last day and dancing around the house here? How about that? Come on, Oscar, just
Several curling matches, including this one between Canada and Sweden, plagued by allegations of double touching, which is when the player throwing the curling stone touches it again after it launches. So there is no instant replay in curling. So if a call isn't made in the moment, guys, it's just not called. Canada was issued a warning, but that was for using profanity, not for the alleged double touch. As for Team USA, they've had a tough go at it, but our best hope for medals today is in the women's bobsledding event, which is this evening, and women's hockey. They're in the semifinals against Sweden, guys. So USA.
USA.
Yeah, Janae, when you see fighting on the ice, it's usually hockey, not curling. That's interesting. All right.
Right?
How do you like that fight, May?
Hey.
Canada.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Coming up, we have the winner of the Daytona 500, Tyler Reddick. He's going to join us live to tell us about those thrilling moments. There he is.
Plus, Elizabeth Schulze is here to bring us the top President's Day sales. Hey, Elizabeth.
Hey, Rebecca. I'm going to tell you where to find the biggest deals on stuff for your house, up to 80% off.
And we'll have the latest on the high-stakes school shooting trial, why prosecutors say the father is criminally responsible for his son's alleged actions.
We'll be right back.
Reddick drops to the bottom. Alongside Elliott, in the wall goes Herbst, and Tyler Reddick comes to the line. Wow. A shower of sparks behind him.
Driving like Rebecca Jarvis in New York City right there. And welcome back to GMA, everybody. That was a thrilling finish at the Daytona 500. This morning, the winner, Tyler Reddick, is going to join us live. We're excited to talk to him.
Yes, we are. How many speeding tickets have you gotten in your life, Michael? I'm on a 0.
Oh, come on, 0?
Talks her way out of them.
First, though, we've got some headlines new at 7:30. The U.S. military says it seized another oil tanker after it allegedly tried to evade a quarantine, this time in the Indian Ocean. The U.S. has seized 8 Venezuela-related vessels accused of illicit oil activities. One has returned to Venezuela last month. Also, take a look at this massive home explosion in Virginia overnight. Wow. That is a house in Fairfax County. It was engulfed in flames. The gas company sent crews to help firefighters, some standing on cranes, battling the blaze for hours. The cause is now under investigation, but residents in the surrounding homes were also forced to evacuate there.
And also this morning, fast food giant Wendy's says it plans to close hundreds of stores. The company making the move after reporting a 10% quarterly drop in sales. sales. This round of store closings follows the shuttering of 240 Wendy's in 2024. And a big comeback over the weekend for Savvy King, 9 months after the 21-year-old professional soccer player collapsed during a match from a form of a heart attack due to a rare congenital heart abnormality. King returned, though, to the field yesterday. The Angel City defender had heart surgery that corrected her condition and spoke to our Will Reeve about it back in July. King's team also came out on top, beating Portland 2-1. We love to see her getting back out there.
Yeah, we love to see her.
And the win
back.
helps.
Yes, the win, and welcome back, Savvy King. And now to a high-stakes school shooting trial of a Georgia father who prosecutors say provided his son with the weapon he allegedly used to kill 4 people and injure 9 others at his high school in 2024. Faith Abube is in Atlanta with the story. Good morning, Faith.
Yeah, good morning to you, Michael. Colin Gray, the father of the accused school shooter, will face a jury today that was selected 30 miles from the crime scene, a decision that the judge made after the defense argued that it would be difficult to find an impartial jury in that community.
This morning, opening statements expected in the high-stakes trial of the Georgia high school shooting suspect's father. Authorities say Colin Gray's teenage son brutally shot and killed 2 fellow students and 2 teachers. Gray facing 29 criminal counts, including second-degree murder.
This charge of second-degree murder really rests on showing that Colin Gray was guilty of child cruelty that resulted in the death of the children in the school.
Prosecutors are expected to argue that Gray gave his then 14-year-old son, Colt, the murder weapon, a semi-automatic rifle, as a Christmas gift, even though the father received, quote, sufficient warning that Colt Gray would harm and endanger the bodily safety of another. Investigators citing multiple examples, including what they say was a shrine in the teenager's room dedicated to a previous mass shooter.
Is there a school shooter?
We do have an active situation at Appalachia High School right now.
The deadly rampage unfolding in September 2024. Investigators say the teenager entered Appalachia High School with the AR-15 style rifle in his backpack and unleashed terror in the building. His father's trial coming as prosecutors across the country are increasingly holding parents liable for their children's alleged involvement in school shootings. Jennifer and James Crumbly were the first to be convicted in the U.S. after their son, Ethan, killed 4 students inside a Michigan high school.
And both father and son, Colin and Colt Gray, have pleaded not guilty. The teenager is still behind bars with a scheduled court date in mid-March. Michael.
All right, Faith. Thank you. Rebecca?
All right. Thank you, Michael. We turn now to the last day to snag some President's Day weekend deals. And Elizabeth Schulze is in Washington with how you can save. Good morning, Elizabeth.
Good morning, Rebecca. So if you are someone who's been putting off a big purchase for your home, this is the holiday for you. We tend to see steep markdowns on mattresses, furniture, and appliances on President's Day. Adobe Analytics expects sales of mattresses will double this long weekend compared to the January average. They're also forecasting a big boost in spending on kitchen appliances and jewelry. Another category with discounts is winter clothes. So at REI, LL Bean, Patagonia, coats and fleeces are up to 50% off right now. Those retailers want to get that cold weather inventory off their shelves ahead of the spring. We are all counting down to the spring at this point after this really brutal winter, Rebecca.
Yes, we are. We're also trying to size our kids for next year so we can scoop up those coats on sale. What are you seeing? What are the biggest bargains you're seeing right now, Elizabeth?
So we did find some deals almost 80% off at Mattress Firm. Take a look at this Sealy queen size mattress. Right now it's $330. Normally it's $1,500. At Lowe's, this Frigidaire convection oven selling for $850. That is $550 off. And at Home Depot, this LG stainless steel dishwasher, it's typically $900. Right now it's $550. So furniture and appliances are also 2 categories where prices have been going up in part because of tariffs. Definitely welcome deals on those items, guys.
Absolutely. And where are we skipping right now, Elizabeth?
Okay, yeah, so you might see those discounts on winter clothes right now, Rebecca. You generally do want to wait for sales on spring or summer clothes. And we know it's a similar story for outdoor home goods. You know, patio furniture normally going to be much more discounted at the end of the summer. If you can hold off on new electronics like tablets or TVs, those deals also do tend to be bigger in the fall too. And then just one other reminder to check that price history as you're shopping on Amazon. You can use the Rufus AI assistant. It's at the bottom of the app. Search for the item's name and price history, and it will show if you are actually getting a good deal on what you're buying, Rebecca.
The Rufus AI assistant. That's helpful.
Yeah.
Worth a try.
We'll take it. Thank you, Elizabeth. Mary?
All right, we love a good holiday deal, and coming up in our next hour, even more savings are on the way with our super-sized deals and steals. Tori Johnson is here with a whopping 18 products, and everything has free shipping.
Yeah.
And next, Daytona 500 winner Tyler Reddick tells us all about his thrilling win. He's joining us live.
Trophy. Well, that man's won a lot of big moments in his career.
There's Daytona 500 winner Tyler Reddick hoisting the trophy with team owner Michael Jordan. It was a thrilling race, and Tyler is joining us right now, fresh off his big victory. Tyler, good morning to you, my friend. And I gotta say, how did it feel to wake up, or I don't even know if you went to bed yet, but how did it feel to be the Daytona 500 winner?
It's incredible. Pretty much every single race that we run on the NASCAR schedule, you're a race winner. But with the Daytona 500, when you win, you become a Daytona 500 champion. And so everything that comes with it is just incredible. This is the only race that we win, that we get to stick around a little bit longer till Monday. And I got a ring. I think I got some more stuff going on this morning at the racetrack, and just incredible.
Well, it's incredible. I mean, what a win. You raced to the end, right? Because you took the lead in the final lap. And that was the first time all race that you were leading. So tell us about the moves that you made to get to the front.
Yeah, a lot really took place in the final stage of the race. And we did a really good job of executing through that final stage. We kind of got broke apart from our Toyota teammates there, but we were able to pit with some of the other Fords on the racetrack and find ourselves towards the front. We got a caution with about 7 laps to go, and we were running second to Michael McDowell. And so from that point on, we just chose the front, the front of the field and on the inside. And coming to the white, we'd lost the lead again, but some of the other Spire cars, the 71 and the 7, had gotten together. So we were able to just snake our way back up there down the backstretch on the final lap, and coming out of 4, we take the lead for the final time on the last lap. It's pretty crazy stuff.
Well, I tell you what, you got out of there just in time, because there's a lot going on right behind you. Everybody's running into each other. Now, your team owner is a good buddy of mine, a fellow, he knows a thing or two about big wins. He's named Michael Jordan. Hey, what did he say to you after the race?
He was just really proud of how we were able to deliver at the end of that race. Things we were in control with, like I said, a few laps to go with that final caution. Things slipped away a couple laps later. We did a really good job of just every time things looked like they were getting away from us, we just kind of stayed in the game, putting ourselves in position to get back up to the front. That was just kind of the name of the game on the last lap there for us. Whether it was cars crashing across my nose and staying out of that wreck, and then getting myself back going, and then getting a great push from my teammate Riley Herbst down the back, just doing everything that I could to just keep myself in the mix on that final lap. Obviously it's a big win for Michael, but another owner of mine, Denny Hamlin, in that final lap, I was just trying to do everything that Denny would do in that final lap. How would he find a way to win this race? And people have told me that final lap was so chaotic and so much going on, but what was so nice about the whole thing is in that final lap, in those moments at the end there, was all very calm. Everything happened really slow from my seat, so I was able to get make the moves I needed to and get the job done.
Yeah, Michael and Denny are incredible. Denny's an incredible racer, and Michael was a big fan of NASCAR before they got together in 2311. Your family, you've been going through a rough time recently. Your infant son needed surgery to remove a tumor from his chest. So I have to ask, how is he doing? And did that ordeal have any impact on your driving at all?
I really had to deal with a lot of that throughout the tail end of last year. Rookie was born the same day as the Coca-Cola 600 last year, and we were able to, have our second son like the same day as our biggest or longest race that we have all year, and just as things, as he started to grow and things were going on with him, he just started going the wrong way. And, my wife trusted her mom gut, and just over time said, the direction he's going is not great. She took him down to Levine's down in Charlotte, and they were able to pretty quickly identify that he had some issues. He was in heart failure, and then just pretty quickly understand what was causing the heart failure and just piecing it all together. So, I'm really proud of my wife. She had to go through a lot during the entire process, but she was really the centerpiece that held everyone together throughout the whole thing. And just, yeah, it was tough, obviously, but being able to get Rookie down to where he needed to be, Michael and everybody at 2311 basically telling me, if you need to step away and not run another race, do whatever you need to do. And just having everyone's support just along the way was incredible. When my wife was headed down there, Rick Hendrick and his whole group were doing everything they could to kind of expedite the process for Rookie. Joey Logano, a fellow competitor of mine, was, reaching out, doing everything he could to, take Bo and let him go hang out with Joey's kids while we were dealing with that. Just the amount of support we had from the NASCAR community throughout this whole thing was incredible. So thankfully, when we came to Daytona this year, Rookie's happy and healthy. And when we got here a couple days ago in the bus, he really started crawling. So cool to have this milestone down here too.
Tyler Reddick, Daytona 500 winner. Congratulations to you. We're happy Ricky is healthy and doing well. Thank you for joining us this morning on GMA. Go enjoy your victory, my friend.
Now with the man using his good humor for a good cause.
Yes.
Ginger has the story.
An icy story that will warm your little hearts. Cranford, New Jersey's Robert Shaw is known for the ice sculpture that he has created for more than 30 years. But this time, he made a good humor ice cream truck using 5 tons of snow from his yard, good thing we had plenty, which he put in a giant 16-foot long wooden box that he had built to make the initial structure. Then he sculpted the snow for 36 hours, designed and printed the signage. But wait, he did more. He built an actual freezer component within the truck to hold the ice cream that he wanted to sell for charity. So he has raised more than $5,000 for the Children's Specialized Hospital Foundation in Mountainside, New Jersey. And we love that part. Thank you so much, Robert. Well done. We'll be right back.
Good morning, America. It's 8 a.m. A possible break in the case in the search for Nancy Guthrie. As the investigation begins the 3rd week, FBI testing a DNA sample found on a glove near her home. How it compares to the glove seen in the 84-year-old's doorbell camera. This morning, the next step for investigators.
It is never too late to do the right thing.
As the Guthrie family clings to hope.
The new study on intermittent fasting, a popular way to lose weight, but is it really better than other diets? Dr. Sutton is here.
And Tori Johnson is here with our President's Day Deals and Steals extravaganza. 18 products, all with free shipping. Get ready to shop till you drop, as we say, good morning, America!
Live from ABC News headquarters in New York City, it's Monday. Good morning, America. Good morning, America. Nobody brings the savings or excitement like our Tori Johnson.
Yes, we've got a whole half hour of deals and steals this morning, all with free shipping, and we've got all these fans in the house as well.
I know. Supersized savings this morning. Plus, American Idol alum David Archuleta talks to us about his new memoir. And get this, we showed him a throwback clip of him on GMA long before his Idol days. It got quite a reaction.
Wow, there he is, a little kid at some point. We all were, I guess. But first, we're going to take a look at the top stories breaking at 8, starting with new developments in the search for Nancy Guthrie, as Savannah Guthrie releases a new video. Let's go back to our chief investigative correspondent, Aaron Petersky in Tucson. Good morning again, Aaron.
Good morning, Michael. The 3rd week of searching for Nancy Guthrie begins with a hope that DNA found on a thin glove will provide a break in the case. Savannah Guthrie says her family is clinging to hope.
We still have hope. And we still believe. And I wanted to say to whoever has her or knows where she is, that it's never too late. And you're not lost or alone. And it is never too late to do the right thing.
Savannah Guthrie posting a direct message to her mother's captor.
And we are here. We believe.
The FBI is now testing DNA lifted from a glove discovered in the brush beside a road about 2 miles from Nancy Guthrie's house. It's one of 16 gloves the FBI says were found in roadside searches. Most of the gloves belong to the investigators and were discarded in various areas. But the FBI says the glove containing DNA appears similar to the ones worn by the man seen here, tampering with Nancy Guthrie's doorbell camera.
Yeah, we've gotten DNA back, and that's why I say, well, they already have the genetic markers of those that we think had access to the home, rightfully so.
The FBI says the DNA was left by an unknown man. They're comparing it to samples found at the home and in national databases. The FBI could have something back on the glove DNA as soon as today, Rebecca. Sources also tell ABC News investigators do not believe members of the Guthrie family are suspects. They're also leaning away from 2 men who were detained in traffic stops, questioned, and released, so they need to cast a wide net. Rebecca?
Just praying for a break here after 3 weeks. Okay, Aaron, thank you. We're going to turn now to Ginger and the California coast, bracing for the heavy thunderstorms that could lead to flash flooding. But first, Ginger, you have the latest on the tornadoes in the south.
You know it's getting towards spring when we've got tornado reports. 11 confirmed from Texas to Louisiana and Mississippi. Some of those were EF0s, others EF1s. Wind speeds 75 to 110 miles per hour. But you also had nearly 80 damaging wind reports. So they're going to be much calmer along the Gulf. Not so when we're looking at the flood watch for Santa Barbara down to Long Beach, including Los Angeles today, the winter storm warnings and all of these wind alerts. Some of the valleys will have 55-mile-per-hour gusts, others upward of 80 in some of the higher peaks. So for that flood watch, we anticipate the heaviest rain today. Looks like late morning through early afternoon. That line comes through. You could see up to 1 inch per hour rainfall rates. That's no good if you've got a burn scar because you can get those mudslides and debris flows. You also will have winds. You could see an isolated tornado because it's going to be a pretty stormy time coming in today. And then Monday and Tuesday alone, I'm pointing out 4 to 8 feet of snow. They desperately need to grow their snowpack, but that's going to come really fast. Snow all the way down to the Grapevine, Mary.
4 to 8 feet. Hard to imagine, Ginger. Thank you. And now to the partial government shutdown taking effect over the weekend after lawmakers failed to reach a deal to fund the Department of Homeland Security. Now, if the shutdown goes on, it could impact your upcoming spring break air travel. Transportation correspondent Gio Benitez is here now with more. Hey, Gio, good morning.
Hey, Mary, guys, good morning. Yeah, the biggest concern right now is for spring break because that's when TSA workers will start to go without pay if the shutdown continues. So we all remember that last shutdown all too well. It was just a few months ago, lasted 43 days. TSA workers are deemed essential, so they have to work without pay before getting back pay. But many TSA workers called out sick, and that's the concern here. TSA workers got paid this past week. They'll get another check in 2 weeks, and then it would be another 2 weeks after that when they would get their first zero check. So that puts us right up against peak spring break travel time. Air traffic controllers, they're not affected by this, but airlines could still delay flights if they're waiting on too many passengers to clear security. The acting TSA administrator says that these workers are just recovering from the last shutdown and, quote, we cannot put them through another such experience. It would be unconscionable. They're calling on Congress, of course, to act now. So you don't need to change anything about your travels just yet. But if workers do start calling out sick, well, that's when you want to start getting to the airport very, very early.
Yeah, you hope they can figure this out because
Yes.
it isn't fair
really
to have them.
We can't do
out
it
there
again.
like that. All right, Gio, thank you so much for that. And coming up in our GMA Morning Menu, a new study about intermittent fasting and how it compares to standard dietary advice. Dr. Darian Sutton is here.
Also ahead, the surprise guest of honor at one couple's wedding and the very special reason he got an invitation.
Plus, American Idol alum David Archuleta talks about how his new memoir and how he had to lose his faith to find himself. And Tori Johnson is here with a President's Day Deals and Steals extravaganza. Hey, Tori.
Hey, Mary, I've got 2 words for you. Free shipping. And I've got 18 brands you're going to love, all with free shipping. Some deals starting under $10. And we've got really great super fans in the house. So get ready to shop. That's coming up right here on GMA.
John. This is Carolyn Bissett. She's our VIP whisperer at the company. Carolyn, this is John Kennedy. VIP whisperer, that's quite the moniker. What does that entail exactly?
No, it's a real high wire act. There's a cape involved.
Welcome back to GMA. FX's love story, John F. Kennedy Jr. and Carolyn Bissett, has debuted to rave reviews from critics and fans who call it an enchanting and heartbreaking story. The first 3 episodes are streaming now on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+, with new episodes on Thursdays at 9 p.m. Eastern on FX and Hulu. And tomorrow night, guys, we're getting the story behind that story in the ABC News special, John and Carolyn, Love, Beauty, and Lost. That airs at 10/9 Central right here on ABC and streams the next day on Hulu. And we will be getting a very first look at that tomorrow morning right here on GMA.
All right, we're looking forward to that.
Yes, we are.
Instant chemistry there. Ooh.
Yeah. And now, we have our GMA cover story. Medical experts taking a closer look at how intermittent fasting compares with standard diet and advice. And medical correspondent Dr. Darren Sutton is here. And Doc, we've all been talking about intermittent fasting for years. Heard about it for years.
Yeah.
Many people turn into it, obviously, to help lose weight.
Yes.
But now medical experts are saying it may not be any different from any other tactics.
You're absolutely right. It's widely popular. And if you know someone who's intermittently fasting, you will know about it because they're going to talk about it at some
on
point.
social media.
It's a timing strategy. Exactly. I hear it all the time. It's a timing strategy, essentially, cycling between periods of eating as we know it and then periods of little to no calories. And there is evidence behind it in terms of its benefits and in terms of helping to reduce insulin sensitivity or insensitivity, and that helps to lower our risk of diabetes. It also can help to improve cardiovascular markers like cholesterol and even inflammation. But the truth is that most of these benefits also come from cutting calories. So this study helps to dig into that research to understand, is there some magical essence of intermittent fasting, or is it just the fact that you're eating fewer calories?
Yeah, you're in a calorie deficit of sorts. And so what does it show and what does it not show in this study?
Yeah, so this is a good quality study or a high quality study. They pulled the results of more than 20 randomized trials going back a decade. And what they found was that when it's analyzed all together, Rebecca, intermittent fasting was no different than other dietary advice for weight loss, and it may not lead to significant weight loss. Now, that needs to be interpreted with caution because most patients in these studies were only followed for 6 to 12 months, and we know that obesity is a lifelong condition. And also, the studies didn't analyze the other specific benefits that I talked about, cardiovascular disease and diabetes. So you definitely need to take these with a grain of salt.
So, yeah, what should people take away from this research if they want to lose weight and they are interested in pursuing this kind of fasting?
You know, my general recommendation is that you have to pick something that you can sustain. That's the goal here, because we have to remember that being overweight and obesity, that's a lifelong condition. So you need to pick a method that you can comfortably stick with. If that's calorie counting, then that's fantastic. And if that's through intermittent fasting and that's easy for you, then that is fantastic. But you need to make sure that you're fasting appropriately. That does not mean saving all your calories to eat your cheeseburger and french fries at the end of the day.
Bummer.
I know. Sadness. That means making sure that you're prioritizing high quality foods, your fiber, your protein, circling around the grocery store instead of going in the aisles, and decreasing your ultra-processed foods, and then combining that with activity, sleep, and stress management. And again, it's about picking the method that you can stick with. That's the goal here.
Yeah, whatever works for you, that's always the best advice. Yeah.
A lot of things, like I said, sleeping, work it out.
Exactly.
And the diet all go hand in hand.
I know, but it's not as fun, Michael, so that's why people are looking for other options.
If it were fun, we'd all be fit.
Thank you, Dr. Sutton.
Of course.
We appreciate it. We're going to look now at one bride's big surprise for her wedding guests, revealing the man who quite literally saved her life from halfway around the world. And Stephanie Ramos is here with this story, a very sweet one. Good morning, Stephanie.
It definitely is. Good morning, Rebecca. The bride was diagnosed with a rare blood cancer in 2020. Her name is Katie Sakala. She needed a stem cell transplant to survive. Here is the emotional moment. She introduced the donor who gave her a second chance and the powerful message they're sharing about becoming a lifesaver. It was a moment 4 years in the making.
I finally kiss your bride.
The moment, not just for Katie Sakala and her husband Mikey to exchange I-dos, but also for Katie to introduce her family and friends to the stem cell donor who saved her life.
So this is living proof that angels do exist.
In 2020, Katie, then 33 years old, was diagnosed with myelodysplastic syndrome, or MDS, a blood cancer affecting her bone marrow. It can develop into acute myeloid leukemia in 1 in 3 patients.
Either the low counts from the MDS or the development of leukemia will prove life-threatening.
The one procedure that could potentially save her, a stem cell transplant.
Yeah, it was just shocking, doesn't even begin to cover it.
Doctors at Northwestern's Lurie Cancer Center in Chicago securing a donor while Katie underwent a brutal chemotherapy regimen to eradicate her own immune system. Mikey spending every single day at Katie's side.
I remember leaving and going to get a bite to eat at a pizza place right around the corner and just, it just hit me that like we were in it, you know?
The donor's identity a secret. Donation rules enforce a strict 1 to 2 year anonymity period.
I remember looking and it's just like, who is this person? And my angel, honestly.
Her angel came in the form of then 26-year-old Polish citizen Karol Zwerzinski, and he was a perfect match.
So donation was easy.
Katie had no complications from the transplant, and today she is doing great, opening her own salon and jumping at the chance to surprise her entire wedding party with her donor, Karol. He flew in from Poland, brushing up on his English for the trip.
And our guest of honor and his wife are here with us tonight.
Audible gasps when Karol walked up to speak at the reception.
I'm not a hero here, so please raise your glasses for Katie.
Such a special moment. Katie's blood type was A negative before the transplant. Now she has Karol's A positive blood type. And Karol encouraged bone marrow donation in his speech at Katie and Mikey's wedding, saying somewhere out there, your Katie might be waiting for you. And guys, this is a family affair because Karol's sister also registered when he did, and she was a donor to a child in the UK.
Wow. That is an incredible story.
Isn't it?
Thank goodness for Karol and so many others like him, making a total change for people's lives.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Stephanie, thank you.
And congrats to Katie and her husband.
Yes. Congrats to the couple.
Happy for the happy couple.
And now to former American Idol contestant David Archuleta and his revealing new memoir, Devout, about growing up in the Mormon church and how he learned to accept himself and embrace his sexuality. Steve Osunsami spoke to Archuleta, and he's joining us from Atlanta now with more. Hey, Steve, good morning.
Good morning to you, Mary. This new book is as much a memoir as it is a story about healing and survival. David Archuleta has been very open about his life under the spotlight and also admitting to the fact that his struggles with sexuality and faith once led him to consider taking his own life. He tells us that the person who he's learned to care about the most is himself.
We don't have to stay here. We don't really have to take the time.
Singer David Archuleta says he started writing his new book after one of his concerts when he was approached by a gay fan who reminded him of his younger self, a young man who was Mormon and who was struggling to come out to his family.
And I asked him, I said, are you having suicidal thoughts? And he said, I have been for the last month. I think that's when I was like, okay, this is a story that could help someone choose to still live their life.
In his new memoir, Devout, the now 35-year-old shares his journey from his childhood in the Mormon church to his teenage years on American Idol to his recent exit from the church after revealing to the world that he is now dating men.
I was so devout to my religion. I was so devout to the authority figures in my life. I was constantly seeking their approval.
One of those people was his father, who in his book says would belittle him and who had a reputation around Hollywood as a difficult stage dad.
How hard was it for you to write about your father's role in all of this?
It was difficult because I think I'd looked at him so often as like a threat to my peace. I was still seeing things through the eyes of my younger self, and the way that I had coped and like moved on from it was simply just cutting it off, blocking it out. Even though I'm in my mid-30s now, I would revert back to being a child and being afraid like I was as a kid. I'm like, why is this happening?
At the same time, he says it was his same father who changed his life, surprising him with tickets to the finale of the first season of American Idol and encouraging him to sing here right after the show in front of cameras from Good Morning America. He was just 11 years old.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. It helped spark a dream in me. And I think that's where it was helpful to have my dad say, yes, you can. Even though I hated him for it, and we butt heads so much, and I was afraid of him.
His father told People magazine that I love my son with all my heart and doesn't believe he was abusive, saying that I've never felt like that was the case. I think a lot of times intention can be misinterpreted.
I was angry at myself, I was angry at my dad, but I feel like I channeled that into a healthy way to say no more, enough. And when I came out, all he said was, David, I'm proud of you, and keep doing what you're doing. It meant so much, like it was healing for me.
Archuleta has shared his journey of personal discovery with us over the years.
What's your relationship with the Mormon Church right now?
I don't consider myself religious now, because if that's what you say God is, then I don't want that. But I believe that there's something divine and something universal that connects all of us together. That's why I wrote this book. That's why I sing, because I wanted to connect to everything around me.
For so many years, he says the Mormon Church put him on a pedestal. He says all that began to change when he began to realize who he really is. He says he's willing to continue conversations with the church if indeed the goal is to bring more of God's children into the fold. His new book, Devout, comes out tomorrow, guys.
Such a powerful and important message for so many who may be struggling as well. Yeah. Thank you, Steve. And coming up here, our President's Day Deals and Steals extravaganza. Tori Johnson and our super fans are here with huge savings, all with free shipping.
Welcome back to GMA, live from New York City.
Oh, welcome back to GMA. Everybody's waving at you back at home, and it's time to kick off our President's Day Deals and Steals extravaganza. Tori Johnson's here with more than a dozen products, and the best part is everything you see has free shipping. Now, we've got some awesome deals and steals. Super fans in the studio here with us this morning to help us out. So, Tori, let's get started.
All right, Miranda's you are a supermodel this morning here, right? In these NYDJs. You tell me how they feel.
They're nice, they stretch, they're nice and comfortable.
Yeah. And you look fabulous. Yeah,
thank you.
You look fabulous. And that's how everybody feels when they put on a pair of NYDJ. They've got that perfect amount of stretch.
Yes.
They are figure flattering, curve enhancing. They kind of get you in all the right places. That's how they're designed. The fabric is fabulous. We have so many different washes, fits, cuts. We also
a lot
have
of choices.
Petite, plus, and tall, which we often don't have a big selection in those, but we've got you covered today. For 21 years, their Maryland Straight has been their best seller.
21 years.
And 20 million pairs sold over that time. So you know these are good. And you got Miranda's proof here. Everything's 50% off plus
free shipping. That's right.
Exactly. Okay. Audion, we're moving over here for better hearing, to experience better hearing anywhere. Oftentimes for a hearing aid, you've got to go in for a visit. This is one of the first and best over-the-counter hearing aids. You and I were talking that it would be perfect in a restaurant. In a loud restaurant, right?
For sure.
Even if you don't have hearing difficulty, so often I'm like, what? Huh?
Now join the club. I'm with you on that one.
Literally. And what I love about these is that they are so discreet. It's as small as putting in your own earbuds. They are so lightweight that you won't even notice that you're wearing them. You got them in your ears there. And what's cool is that this is not only a charging case, it's also UV sanitation. So it's going to clean them at the same time, which is pretty fabulous.
Yeah.
So if better hearing is what you were looking for, I get so many rave reviews on these. phenomenal deal, 50% off plus free shipping for better hearing.
My kids would be happy because they're, Dad, what? Why you keep asking? I can hear.
There you go. There you go.
All right, need it.
All right.
Great job, Antonia.
If you're not available in the event of an emergency and your family needed to find important documents, could they find everything in the same place? For a lot of people, the answer is no. So we're talking about wills, trusts, estate planning, passports, birth certificates, social securities, mortgage documents, bank statements. Like, just as I'm saying this, I'm sure like you start thinking like, really? Like,
it started to give you a little panic.
It gives you a little panic because like, where is that? The property deeds, the storage facility keys, like the location of all of that. This allows us to have everything in one place, in one sophisticated system. We've got from Icebox a very simplified system. We also have the fire-resistant lock boxes. All of these up to 61% off plus free shipping.
Wow.
Wow. It's a wow, right?
Wow. All right, no excuse not to have everything in order. There we go.
Okay.
One
of our favorite skincares, and Shay knows best. She's one of our best skincare shoppers across Deals and Steals. This is Korres. It's one of the original seed to skin lines for 25 years. Super popular, plant-based. One of their best sellers, this one right here. This face oil. It's their Santorini grape drink. Your face your face just like drinks. It smells fabulous.
I love it.
Your skin looks fabulous. It's a winner. For me, you guys know I talk about crepey skin. What I love about this
crepey skin.
Yes,
okay.
Yeah, sorry. I know it's early in the morning, but you wake up one day and there it is. This is a body firming serum spray, and oftentimes it comes only in liquid form. This is like a spray form, and it's so easy to put on, and you put it hands, arms, you get it in all these places. Don't get any close-ups because I'm still working on it. But everything from Korres, slashed in half plus
free shipping. That's right.
You got it.
Smells great. Great job, Shay. Thank you.
Everything smells good, too. All right, NutriBullets. We've got a winner here. You told me to make a smoothie every morning. Yep. What I love about this is an all-in-one compact system for your kitchen where you're getting a blender, a food processor, and a coffee spice grinder all in one. You get those 3 devices in a sleek, simple system. So oftentimes, we've got so many different devices, not enough counter space, not enough cabinet space. This solves all of that for you. And it's sleek, it looks good. We've got 3 different colors to choose from. So you're gonna make your smoothie, and you're gonna get to do all kinds of other stuff. 50% off plus
free shipping.
I love that. I have to buy another one because I love about the individual size because I don't overdo it. Too big of a
personal
smoothie.
size, exactly. All right, Samir, where are you going?
I'm going to Mexico.
Going to Mexico. All right. So you take Samsonite with you. This luggage is phenomenal. We know we've trusted them as a leader in luggage forever. Look, we got some cheerleaders over there for this. So we've got everything.
They want to go to Mexico too.
Yeah. We got our cheerleaders. We've got soft-sided luggage. We've got hard luggage. Pick that up, Michael. You see how it's so lightweight to start with.
I'm not that strong either.
Exactly. We've got a huge selection online of styles, colors, all 50% off plus
free shipping. That's right. Hey, thank you, everybody. That was excellent. Great job.
Round 2 of our President's Day Deals and Steals extravaganza with Tori Johnson and all our super fans. How you guys feeling? Well, we are very excited because all of these products have free shipping as well, and let's get into it. Tori.
All right, so Rachel's modeling our muck boots. How they feeling?
Amazing.
They look fabulous
great
on you. They look great. And so for 25 years, they have been a leader in the rubber boot category. So whether it's snow, sleet, rain, or just coming into the studio and you want to look fabulous, these are the shoes that are going to keep you comfortable, cozy, and warm and dry. Warm and dry being those 2 things, because nobody wants to have wet feet when you're outside. We've got a big assortment for men, women, and kids, and everything's 60% off plus
free shipping.
You got it.
You are working it, Rachel. Thank you.
All right, for sneakers, Janet's got on an Atrix. Those look so cute on you.
Thank you. They are adorable.
They're adorable, and how do they feel?
So comfortable.
So comfortable. Yes. So that's the key with Atrix. They really consider themselves a technology company that uses data to first design shoes that fit, feel, and function better, and then the design comes next. So a lot of times with shoes, they start with the design, and the fit is sort of not so much there. They start first with ensuring that the fit and the function is fabulous, and then they add that really great design to it. We've got a big assortment for men and women. If you've got any kind of foot condition like plantar fasciitis, if you've got heel and arch pain, this is a line for you. They look fabulous. I love
They
the pair you're
do.
holding.
Yeah, this is a great color.
50% off plus free shipping from H-Track.
Excellent. Thank you.
Good job. Good job. All right, Jennifer. You got these gloves on.
Yes.
What's going on with these?
They're vibrating.
Yep.
And they're heated.
You got
warm.
with
That's
those.
cool.
So the cool thing about copper compression is that it's all about healing naturally and supporting your body if it's going through something so that you can continue doing what you love, whether that's work, play, fun, whatever it is, because everything is completely movable. So you still have your entire mobility, but you also get that relief at the same time. So that's going to help with circulation, soothing relief. We also have options, especially from the John Deere collection, that are really rugged. These are made more durable. So anybody who is doing a lot of work outdoors, so whether it's or somebody who's doing some strenuous activity, so athletes, laborers, farmers, that's a line that they love. But we also have you can freeze
This is so
these.
nice. It's
you
cool.
can freeze it, so you can get cold compression, hot compression. For every body part, we've got an option, all 50% off plus free shipping from Copper Compression.
Do yourself a favor with this one. Thank
All
you,
right,
Jennifer.
Katarina, my skincare lover over here. We've got DHC. This is Japanese skincare.
Ooh.
This is a viral sensation. 20,000 positive reviews.
Wow.
On their deep cleansing oil. This is a line that's rooted in olive oil. So it uses that olive oil base, organic olive oil, to help to deep clean. So to take away even the toughest like waterproof mascara, foundation, all of that while also nourishing your skin at the same time. And I gotta give a shout out to their neck cream.
Ooh.
Everything from this line though, it's a curated collection of their best sellers. It's all 50% off plus
free shipping.
You got it.
Thank you, Katarina.
You got it. One of our favorites. You got some Cozy Earth over here. We love the Cozy Earth bedding. How does that feel?
Incredible.
It's so soft and fabulous. So what we love is that it's temperature regulating, so it's going to keep you cool and cozy all night long. We've got a big assortment this time from Cozy Earth. We've got all of the neutrals in their beautiful bedding, but then we also have lots of they call them cuddle blankets.
Yeah.
These
Ooh,
pillows are
so
fabulous.
nice.
So these kind of elevate the look of the bed when you add a throw pillow, when you add a blanket. So it's both style as well as function. Everything from Cozy Earth, 50% off plus free shipping. You got it.
You got that right, Rudy. Thank you.
And then of course, good pillow, great night's sleep. You got the body pillow.
Jamie, you've been just hugging this the whole segment.
It's easy to hug.
I'm
right?
a big napper, and this is a good one.
That is a good one. Yes, to just cuddle up and hold that to nap. What I love about Honeydew pillows is that they're all handmade using their proprietary fill that's going to do two things. It's going to allow it to feel soft but still provide support. And that often doesn't happen with pillows. You get one or the other. These are designed to never go flat. We've got them for travel. We also have a great neck pillow. It's got that nice curve there. Everything from Honeydew, 50% off plus
free shipping.
You got it.
You all rocked that. Thank you so much, Tori. And by the way, deals are not done yet. After the break, more great products with, you guessed it, all free shipping. But first, yes, so much excitement.
Another batch of our President's Day deals and steals. That's right, we are not done yet. We are joined by another lovely group of our Deals and Steals super fans. Thank you guys for being with us this morning.
Tori has even more wonderful products, and guess what? I got my free shipping dance on. We're so excited.
I knew I could count on you to bring a little dance there. All right, so peace of mind for a backup for your photos and all of your important information. If you are running out of space on your phone, or you just are perhaps changing phones, or you just want the peace of mind of a backup, this tiny little device right here plugs into your phone, iPhone and Android. You can also do it on Macs and PC, so it will work on a tablet and a computer as well. And you download the software, you press backup, and it, boom, does it all for you. It's so easy to use, and to have that peace of mind knowing that all of your precious memories are in this one place is fabulous. As a backup, these are up to 75% off plus free shipping. You got it. You nailed it. Yes, exactly. Okay, speaking of more peace of mind on the go, nobody wants to run out of battery life when you're on the go. Nope, exactly. So these they all tape down so that we can't grab it. There you go. What I love about this little, it's tiny, but it is powerful, and it comes with all of the adapters. So
that's the key.
Right? So if you don't have your cord, or if you bring two devices with you that use two different cords, you can still charge everything with this one device. Also has a little flashlight, has the little LED to tell you how much battery time's left. There is no excuse telling somebody that you didn't get back to them because your phone ran out of juice.
I'm gonna buy 2 of those.
Excellent. Good day to buy them
All
because
right.
they are 57% off plus.
Oh, free shipping, of course.
There you go.
You know this next one. I use this all the time. My husband makes fun of me how much I actually do
How
this.
much you use
Really?
it? Yes. You know why? That you probably use it also because of the environmental benefits.
Correct.
Because shredding is not environmentally friendly. So Jamie, go ahead. So if you've got bills, bank statements, any kind of material where you just want to conceal your identity on all kinds of important documents, even quite frankly, just regular mail that has your name and address on it, before you throw it away, you roll that over there with these guard your IDs, and boom, and because you're not shredding the document, you don't have those issues of it being non-eco-friendly, right, Ginger? So you get the Ginger seal of approval, plus a kit from this is going to be $20 and
free shipping.
There you go, Jamie. Nailed it. That is always a GMA favorite. Another GMA favorite, Philip B. Hair Care. Look at one of Michael's favorites. Michael loves Philip B. The person, as well as all of these specific products. One of their best known products, this one right here. You see how thick this is. If you've got blonde hair, color treated hair, this is their unbelievable Russian amber treatment. It is named by Vogue one of the best hair care products ever. That's how good it is. We also have this, smell this, you guys. Smell this. This is the peppermint scrub. How good does that smell?
Amazing.
That one smells phenomenal. That's great for cleansing your scalp because healthy scalp helps you grow your healthiest hair. Everything from Philip B, from all different hair concerns and hair types. 50% off plus.
Free shipping.
Okay. Nailed that. All right, Kelly, what you got here? You got a cute little crossbody. What I love about these, it's a super soft vegan leather with 3 different zippered compartments on there so that everything stays in its place. You can wear it crossbody style. You could put it on your shoulder. You can also, if you want to, detach the strap and carry it just as a little clutch, which is adorable. So lots of versatility with these to be able to make it the way you want. Plus, a big assortment of beautiful colors from neutrals to brights. These are $24.50 plus free shipping. You got it. You got it. Adorable. And then finally, these are really fun. These are chat books. And this allows you to take some of your favorite photo memories from your phone, and instead of just leaving them in your camera roll, you can turn them into a book. You get 20 pages so that you can put lots of photos in here. And it's just it's a great gift for great memory. Trips, memories, Mother's Day's coming up. Today you'll get a voucher. You can choose soft cover, hard cover. Make these for Mother's Day. Do them now. These are fabulous. 50% off plus free shipping.
Super fans were super today.
They were.
Thank you guys. That was really amazing.
We love Tori and Deals and Steals.
Thank you so much, and to all of our businesses as well this morning. And Tori, hard to believe you're going to be back with even more products tomorrow.
You got to say thanks so much to Tori, and thanks to all of our super fans. And you know what? All of our super fans here are going home with some special Deals and Steals swag. So hopefully you enjoy all of these things in your luggage. And, thank you for watching. Everybody, have a great day, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye.